Yo, what's up, what's good? You are rocking with the best. It is 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time on a Monday. And you know what time it is. It's Conversations with Comedians on on Beltway Radio and Beyond. I'm sorry, y'all. I had a glitch. Beltway Radio and Beyond. I'm your host, Mr. Perspective, Doug Bennett. And as always, I'm joined in the lab by my man, B Easy. What up, B?
Hello.
I know, right? I fucked up, man. I really and truly did. I just got a lot on my mind. And see, y'all can't see it, America, but Brian really and truly be testing me because he has got a widescreen LED television right behind the camera where it is nothing going. He literally has a runway of nothing but women walking back and forth to test my professionalism. And I don't understand what gives you the impression that I'm professional. What gives you that impression?
Actually, this is a good testament, especially what we're going to talk about later. So I wonder if you can hold your own.
Them? They deserve more than the Cheesecake Factory. All right? Now, listen, America, I don't know if you can see the reflection in my glasses. I don't know. But if you see these women, they deserve more than the Cheesecake Factory. But this chick we're going to talk about later, she's lucky. She's lucky. She got... I wouldn't even take that chick to Burlington Coat Factory, let alone the Cheesecake Factory. But we'll get into that later in the show because there's some dialogue. You know what we need to do? We need to invite some women on this show. And I'm trying not to follow the mold of all podcasts because I'm really tired of this gender war. But I really and truly, man, I just got to find out the mindset of a female and why she feels entitled to certain places. I really and truly wonder that because this is my thing, B. Mm-hmm. I'm all for putting your best foot forward on a first date. But why should I take you a place that you know good and goddamn well in the duration of our relationship we're only going to eat there once a quarter? If that much. Like real talk, America, mm-hmm. How often do relationships, boyfriend and girlfriend, how often do y'all go to fancy restaurants in the duration of a relationship?
I would say at least maybe twice a year.
Twice a year?
Yeah.
In the duration of a relationship. And honestly, one of those is the first date.
Pretty much.
So I'm trying to figure out for the life of me, why do women feel like a man who's just getting to know? You know what? We're going to shelf that and come back to it because I could get...
You got a lot going on.
I got a lot going on, man, and this background shit ain't helping. It really and truly ain't
Well, let's go back to the scenery then. So.
No, I ain't say this nigga here, bruh. He's ridiculous, man. But that's my man, Be Easy on the ones and twos. Let's go ahead and get this thing started because I'm going to tell you right now, bro, I'm going to be straight up and down with you. As a proud DMVer, as somebody who has lived in the corridors of the Beltway for the majority of his life, as somebody who, if you cut me, I would bleed Mambo sauce. I'm done with Washington. I'm done with the Commanders, bro. I'm done with them. I am sick and tired of... This is how bad we are in Washington. We lose the teams we should beat, and we lose the teams we should lose to. Now, I want you to think about that. We lose the teams we should beat, and we lose the teams we should lose to. So, it's almost like every team in the National Football League have 2 bye weeks. One where they don't play and one where they play us. How in the hell on Sunday you lose to a backup quarterback, a disgruntled running back who wants to leave, and a defense that literally and truly has taken every Sunday off prior to last Sunday. And they beat us 14-7. Being beat 14-7 in a football game is like being beat 1-0 in a soccer game. You trying to tell me you can't muster one goal so the game end in a tie?
Okay.
And Riverboat Ron. Can we stop calling this nigga that, please? This nigga's more like Paddleboat Ron, Tugboat Ron, Steamship Ron. And all of those things are outdated. And so is he. Can we please stop? Do you know the last victory Ron Rivera had that was significant?
Probably the NFC Championship game when we still go to the Panthers.
No. When the nigga beat cancer.
Yeah.
That was the last significant victory Ron Rivera ever had, is when he beat cancer. And thank God he didn't have Eric Bieniemy as an offensive coordinator on how to attack cancer.
Okay.
I want to support black coaches, man, but 7 points? 7?
All right. I'm going to counter what you just said earlier.
Oh, I would love for you to counter what I said. Because if you count, we only scored 7 points on... Now, before you get into it, I want to break this shit down. Baseball. What does it take to get 7 points in baseball?
Either
7 solo homers,
right,
1 grand slam, and 1 3-run home run.
right.
What does it take to get 7 points in basketball? 2 layups, a 3-pointer. 7 free throws. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. What does it take to get 7 points in football? 1 touchdown. That's it.
Uh-huh.
You're trying to tell me you couldn't muster more than one?
Don't forget the extra point.
And the extra, okay. Can't forget that. Can't forget that. Because Lord knows losing by 8 as opposed to 7 is so much worse. Bro, you can always tell when a black person is upset because they all of a sudden get sign language, but they don't do multiple hand signals. They just do shit like this. Mm-hmm. That's how you know a nigga mad for real. He just be like.
I wonder how you were while watching the game. I think you probably like that.
I was, man. I was. The whole time. It's just like this. It's like when I used to go to school and not get answers right. And my mama was like, how you ain't get the answer right? They give you a book that has the answers. I was like, well, mama, I didn't study. You got one job, and that's to study. My mama would go just like this. So you went to school and didn't. That's exactly what my mom would do. And she was only going to punch her hand so much until she swung on me. Go ahead, B.
All right.
And the reason why he in a good mood is because his squad won. That's all I got to say.
All right.
So go ahead.
Well, let's be honest here. Mind you, my team is 5-2 in the 2 losses. I was upset just like you were. So those were the teams that we lost to were teams we should have beaten. So I get it. I'm laughing at the fact is like, one, the Giants' backup is a former Raven, and also the fact that he's a well-known veteran. He should be quarterbacking the Chargers, not the Giants, but that's a whole nother story. The Giants, yeah, Barkley. I know he does want to leave.
Tyrod did play for the Ravens, didn't he?
Yes.
And y'all won on Sunday. So y'all niggas set us up.
No, the Chargers did because, like I said, it's a whole nother story. But anyway,
this is ridiculous.
Barkley, yeah, he does want to leave, but he's still willing to gut it out, in New York. And as for the defense, let's keep it 100. Giants even is not all that great, but neither is Washington's offensive line. The offensive line has been trash, and everyone's been saying it for a good while. So
they keep bringing up talking about. Listen,
and
I'm
on
sick
top
and tired of y'all trying to channel the Hogs from the 80s.
I'm not
and 90s.
talking channel the
Yeah,
Hogs.
no, I'm talking about the fans who keep coming up there with them pig snouts and shit. The Hogs are gone.
Yes,
they're not coming back.
Yeah, it's that dumb mascot.
Yeah, we got the 3 little pigs now, bro.
Yes. So, I think the adjustments that you guys did were way too late. You did it too late.
You made adjustments.
Again, you got that 1 touchdown. And you almost had a second to tie the game.
How did Brandy say? Almost doesn't count. That's what Brandy said.
Actually,
I can't
felt
keep
how
on with one foot outside the door, nigga.
right. How I think he was targeting that last play of the game. I felt like he had two guys open in the back, and he was so focused on the guy in front of him to throw to, he forgot he because he was running away from everything. He rushed to throw to that guy where if he just for one hot second looked over to his right and saw
it on the walkway so I can at least look in this direction like I'm paying attention to what the hell you talking about.
My point is like
ridiculous. He's always Mr. Benevolent after the Ravens win.
No.
When the Ravens lose, that nigga don't want to know nothing about no football. He don't want to talk about football, nothing.
No, I will talk about football and I'll talk how we lost.
Now he Mr. Benevolent. Look on the bright side,
actually, I do not have
is going on 32 years of living with HIV. Look on the right side. You're like, man, fuck you, dog.
I feel like I and you don't have anything else to say about it. I know one other person has something to fully say about how he felt like yesterday.
Oh yes. Please bring up nigga with an attitude, aka Jonathan Allen. That, bro, I'm telling you right now, boy. This nigga came up there and said, "Fuck Riverboat Rum and where I'm coming from." Because I'm going to tell you right now, bro, this has got to be the illest. I'll put it to you like this. I grew up in an era where people used to fight. You always knew when a nigga did not come to debate, be diplomatic, or have dialogue by the way they were dressed when they approached you. If they came to you with sweats and black Air Forces or run-down Timbs, nigga, either swing or run. Do not try to talk to them. If they got on sweats with Air Force Ones or run-down black Air Force Ones, not the white ones, black Air Force Ones or the run-down Timbs, remember, Brian, where the tongue just hang over lifeless and they didn't tie them bitches? You about to be into a fight, my nigga. So you either swing or run, or swing and run. Go ahead, man.
Get frustrating when that team.
Yes, it does. I'm tired of this. Tired of this bullshit. It's been 7 years of the same. Tired of this.
What can you do now going forward to get it turned around?
Get our minds right and get ready to play Philadelphia.
Are you ready for Philly? I don't think so.
Nigga, I don't think that reporter was ready for Jonathan Allen. Did you see the way he answered them questions? Listen, man. This is how you know. One thing about me is I'm all about trying to bridge the gap of cultural differences. I really and truly believe that the reason why we have such racial tensions is because we don't understand each other. White people. When a black man comes up to you with a do-rag on, and historically he doesn't have waves. When a black man comes up to you with a DMX dog collar on, and put that shit back on that picture. This is not even a normal chain. He didn't get this from K Jeweler. He didn't get that shit. That is a DMX Rough Rider dog chain that nigga got on. That nigga, like that nigga wants to bite you. He wants to attack you. When a black man comes up to you with a do-rag on and a dog collar chain, nigga, throw meat at his ass and run in the opposite direction because he's ready to attack. And the funny thing about it is he didn't say nothing that honestly no Washington Redskin / Commander fan has not been feeling for the past 3 decades. He ain't said nothing. You really and truly think what he said was so revelatory? It ain't like he came down from Mount Sinai with 2 stone tablets saying, "Thou shalt not ask me dumbass questions about how we suck." No. He has been, this ain't a message from God, a burning bush, or a donkey. This is a message from a team that's playing like ass. That's what it is. This message ain't come from a donkey. This is coming from a team playing like ass. And I, for one, am finally happy he said it. Now, we gonna get our asses whooped by Philly next week. You know what I'm saying? The cat's out the bag. We gonna get our asses whooped by Philly, okay? So fly, Eagles, fly, and Redskins, fly out of there as soon as you can. But I'm telling you, I can't deal with this shit no more, man. And Eric Bieniemy, I don't know. I think we need to start calling him Eric Bieniemy of my enemy, or the enemy of my enemy is my friend. What are you, dog? What are you? Because I don't see how the hell we lose to... Bruh, we lost to Chicago at home on a Thursday. When they were literally, the reason why Justin Fields' last name is Fields is because Chicago was ready to put his ass out the pasture. And we got our asses beat.
That wasn't Bieniemy's fault. That's their defense. That was that Swiss cheese.
That still don't mean you ain't. This is what kills me about people solely blaming the defense. That still doesn't mean on offense you ain't allowed to score. It ain't make it, take it, nigga. It ain't make it, take it.
Okay, I'm literally going to say this. Defense win championships. Seriously. You can have my team, last I checked, have won 2 Super Bowls, and during the regular season, some of those games were like 10-3.
Yeah, and when they got into the Super Bowl, was the score 0-0?
No, it was 35.
I remember that 2000 Ravens team. You want to know why they put up damn near 40 points? Because them niggas was stashing them offensive plays away for when people kill me with defense wins championships. Yeah, but what team has ever won 0-0? You eventually
That's a tie.
Thank you. You eventually got to cross the goal line more than the other team does.
Right.
So when people sit up here and say, yo, I do not understand, blame it on the defense. The defense couldn't stop a cold and all this other shit. It's not make it, take it. It's not like every time they score a touchdown, they get the ball back. You're allowed to score.
Right.
Our offense is allergic to scoring. They're allergic to scoring, bruh. Okay. And Sam, how long are you going to be our quarterback? Because I can't take this shit no more. It is literally like they went to U-Haul and found a dude and said, can you throw? And he was like, yeah. Okay, you're the quarterback of Washington.
Okay, is Heineke still there?
Hell no.
Oh.
He left. I would have rather us kept him. Man, I'm just over it, bro. Talk about getting the legs cut out from under you. On this episode, we done started a new segment here on Conversations with Comedians called This, not This, but This Nigga Here. We're not the only ones, Washington, that got our legs cut out from under us. Please play this clip.
Stand by. I don't know
It's coming from the reality show called Baddies East with Krishan Rock. Everybody should be familiar with Krishan Rock. She's I don't want to use the word significant, but she's the other of Blueface. And let's go ahead and play this. I can't take too many more ratchet shows, bro. But this,
why do you watch them?
Because it's entertaining. Go ahead. Let me see this. Because it gives us stuff to talk about. Don't question my methods.
What's going on? My name is Magic. Yeah, baddest bitch in a wheelchair, baddest bitch rolling. Fuck them legs, they don't mean shit. I'm a dancer in the DMV area. Yeah, when I touch the floor, I sweep the floor. And if you don't mind, I would like to show you a little something.
Are you a stripper?
This nigga here, and I don't know what I'm more embarrassed by. The fact of the matter that she in a wheelchair with no legs got more faith than people with legs, so she actually got down and started walking. Or the fact of the matter that she repped the DMV and said, fuck them legs. I can stand on my own too. And begin to twerk Bro, how many reality shows do we got to come out with showing black women looking crazy, bro? Like, look at that joint, man. Like, could you imagine if she was back in biblical times and she walked up, I don't need Jesus. Forget that. I got my, forget that. I'd have made it this far without legs, Christ. Like, for real. Like, bruh, yeah,
fame is a drug. Fame is a drug. Yes. Trying to be famous, trying to be a celebrity, it's a drug. And a lot of people will do anything and everything, no matter what their whatever their condition is, they'll do anything and everything to be that.
I can't. And the funny thing about it is, what's so funny about it, she said, I'm the baddest bitch rolling. You know what, man? If you know me, you know nobody is off limits. I don't give a damn who you are. Shorty, you... She said, I'm the baddest bitch rolling. And then proceeded to get up out that chair to rise. And can you say walk?
More like lift. And then
Lift herself up out of that chair and began to twerk. And then got on her head, I can't say hands and knees, like hands and
hands and elbows.
Hands and lower thigh.
Yeah.
And began to twerk and then inverted herself and started to twerk again.
Mind you, power to those who have been amputees and all that, so they do amazing things, but something like that, hey, if someone's dishing out dollars to enjoy that entertainment, bless on them. So,
like I said, this nigga here. That's all I can say. But the one thing I will say is, once again, as a moment to be able to cross cultural barriers, this nigga here segment is not just regulated to my people. Roll that beautiful bean footage. It won't? Like I said, it ain't just about us. This boy just keep clicking. He just keep clicking. He clicked more than a damn NFL commentator on CBS. They ain't need to click too much on Washington because we only scored 7 damn points. I'm really mad about that shit, bro. Like, I really and truly am, man. Hell no, I'm not letting it go, Elsa. There's 2 of them. Yeah, you can play that one. Okay, where's the other one? All right, let's go. All right,
give us a
go.
minute, folks.
Yeah, give us a minute, folks. We're experiencing some technical difficulties. Too bad we ain't got B enemy in the call. We know exactly what we're doing. All right. I'm sorry, I'm just in a pissy mood like that, man, for real. 'Cause we started this year with such mediocre hopes, and now, we are completely below average.
All right, here we go.
You want more?
said, we include other cultures in our segment, This Nigga Here. You just can't say this nigga here.
Yeah, you can. Because you got to look at the proper definition without the A, put back the ER, and you got the proper definition.
Like I said, you can't say this nigga here. But the patience that woman had with that lady.
Well, she was recording, so yeah.
Oh,
it would be a whole other story if she wasn't.
You can say whatever you want to. There's a pause button.
Yeah.
There's a pause button for a reason. There's a stop button for a reason. I heard of being stuck in your ways. This is the reason why I say to myself, man, old people can be aside from handicapped folk, old people are some of the meanest people in the world. They really are.
Yeah, because they're stupid. They're stuck in their ways.
They're stuck in their ways. No, you was about to say they stupid in their ways. I heard
That too.
They stuck in their ways, man, and people have been letting them get away with this shit forever.
Well, I'm gonna say forever.
Yes, that woman looks like she's 100.
Yeah, but I think in that situation, I felt like, especially when you're a caregiver, the main thing is like that elderly woman is like, look, I'm, in their mindset, they feel like they can still do things, but really they can't. So that's why there's a caregiver. Probably also the simple fact is like, look, she, feels like those of color are beneath her anyway. So that could be a reason.
You know what we should do? You know what that black lady should have did? She should have dressed like Jonathan Allen and said this shit. Play that Jonathan Allen shit. Because this is what I'd have did. I'd have went in, I'd have pressed stop on that recorder, went into the back, put on a do-rag, some aviator lenses, and a dog collar, and said this.
Frustrating when that
I'm
team.
tired of this shit. Tired of this bullshit. It's been 7 years of the same shit. Tired of this shit.
That's exactly what I did. As soon as they asked me why you slapped Gertrude halfway across the fucking corridor, I'd have said just like that, I'm fucking tired of this bullshit. I've been doing this shit for 7 fucking years. Every day waiting to come up in here and hear that she done transitioned. And all she does is wake up every damn day. I'm fucking tired of this bullshit. Tired of this shit. I'm serious. I'd have went Jonathan out. From now on, whenever we have a moment, we gonna play that video, bruh. We gonna play that video. Every time we have a moment, bruh. Dead ass. That is gonna be our, what is it? Our homing beacon. That's what it's gonna be, man. That's gonna be our lighthouse when we out in sea, tossing and turning, where the waves is pushing us back and forth. I'm gonna look to that video as our lighthouse, as our North Star, and that shit motivates me, bro. That shit motivates me. If I ever get into an argument with somebody who's been in my life for 7 years or more, and we find ourselves in a discussion that we've already had, play it.
I'm tired of this shit. Tired of this bullshit. It's been 7 years of the same shit. Tired of this shit.
That's right, God damn it.
What can you do now?
That's right, God damn it. Doug, I can't find a decent man to be with. And I've been asking you for 7 years, what's wrong? Is it me?
I'm tired of this shit. Tired of this bullshit. It's been 7 years of the same shit. Tired of this shit.
For whatever reason, I can't get my child to act right. He's going on his 8th birthday. What's wrong with me, Doug?
I'm tired of this shit. Tired of this bullshit. It's been 7 years of the same shit. Tired of this shit.
What can you?
Hey, man, I've been showing up to work. I've been working my behind off. And you keep telling me I'm going to get a promotion. But why am I not getting a promotion? Well, I need you to work harder. Oh, really? After 7 years?
I'm tired of this shit. Tired of this bullshit. It's been 7 years of the same shit. Tired of this shit.
From now on, Jonathan Allen, you are forever immortalized in the history of the DMV, because it is about time somebody said something. I'm so sick and tired of these cookie cutter answers to shit. We live in a PC culture. I'm sick of it. I'm sick of people. I can hear people right now. What do you think of that girl with no knees and no legs and no shins twerking in that wheelchair? You know what I'm going to say?
Tired of this bullshit. It's been 7 years of the same shit. Tired of this shit.
No more reality shows. No more. Fuck that. Let's get into it, man. I'm serious, bruh. That's what I'm serious. Jonathan Allen, you my hero, at least until next week. You my hero. Because you can't come back on here after we get beat by the Eagles and say the same shit. So you my hero for at least this week. And that is going to be a staple on Conversations with Comedians. That's going to be a staple, for real. Man, let's get into it, man. I am so sick and tired of these social media posts that try and make it seem like people are entitled to more than what it is they're entitled to. You know what I'm saying? Like, every time I turn around, there's somebody on there talking about what they're entitled to. I deserve this. And it's no more, their explanation is no more than the fact of they are who they are, and that's why they deserve it. You don't think Washington fans deserve a winner after 30 years of mediocrity? Well, we don't sit here and say we deserve it. We don't. Maybe we do. But that's beside the point, okay? All right, I'm sure everybody by now has heard about the Cheesecake Factory debacle date. Now, to give you a little background history, a young lady was on a date with a guy, and she started recording the fact that he took her out to the Cheesecake Factory, and she refused to get out of the car. And she's had a lot of support, and she's had a lot of ridicule for it. But one thing we didn't have is her side of the story. What's up?
We are restricted by it, so we can't play her rebuttal.
Oh. All right, fine. We'll go off of it. She basically said in the video that she was always taught that she deserves better, and that whoever dates her should take her wherever she wants to go, and that he should go above and beyond for her, and that she knows her worth. Pretty much all the stuff that we hear all women say for since COVID. So my question to you is, B, do you believe that a woman is well within her rights to determine where you should take her for a date?
Okay. If she is wanting to go to a particular venue, then I'll plan for that. So I have no problem with that. But if you had me, if I'm asking you out and I make the plans of dating you, then we're going where I feel it's best. Now, keep in mind, for those who don't remember,
He just said your ass is going to McDonald's.
pretty much.
See, I told you.
Well, I'm a Burger King dude, so it's...
Oh, you really low totem pole, nigga. Only thing lower than that is Taco Bell. Shit.
Well, actually, Tippy Tacos. But anyway, no, the thing is I felt like, because the initial video that sparked this whole thing, the guy already had plans to go to a decent restaurant, but her, late butt decided to sort of wait an hour, so his reservations for that had to be canceled.
Oh, so it's a backup plan.
Yeah, so his backup plan was Cheesecake Factory, because that's what he said.
That's still a hell of a good backup plan.
Yeah.
Because for me, my backup plan is to call somebody else.
Right.
That's my backup plan.
Right. So for her to, the initial video of her, it's like, oh, I'm on my live. And the thing is like, all that backfired. The rebuttal, it just made things worse for you. or your explanation for it, it just made worse for you.
Usually the rebuttal usually a rebuttal to something is usually some bullshit. That's
Right.
There's a reason why the word "but" is in the middle of it.
Right.
Because it's an
Yes.
It's an asinine statement.
Right. So for her to explain,
It'd be called re-assing.
right, to say her, say everything, and especially I think it's almost a half hour of it because I saw YouTube.
She had a half-hour rebuttal.
The discussion, and the thing is, the guy being there, and it just felt like a whole
He
podcast.
did you see him looking like Aziz Ansari's cousin or something?
So treated like a silly podcast, and it's like, no, woman, you're dead wrong. Everyone caught you on it. Not a lot of people are supporting you on it. Just take it L and keep it moving. But no, she, again, just like everybody else on social media who feels like it's like, no, I'm not the victim. I'm a victim. You're supposed to support me. And it's
How
like,
are you a victim?
Yeah.
It wasn't like this dude didn't want to feed you.
No.
Like, this is what gets me, man. I'm trying to figure out where these astronomical requests by these women are coming from.
I don't know where's
Where's this?
Yeah.
I mean, because when I was growing up, Cheesecake Factory,
that's top tier.
that's top tier. That shit you take on. Listen,
Next to
prom,
yeah,
homecoming,
yeah,
Cheesecake Factory, bitch.
yeah.
And there was only one Cheesecake Factory close to my crib.
That's true.
And that shit was like 30, 45 minutes away.
Yes. So for you to
Man.
say that Cheesecake Factory is on, mind you, it's, back in my day, the top tier restaurant to go to that
Red Lobster.
Red Lobster.
Red them cheesy biscuits,
yes.
bitch.
Shoot, you had to dress up.
Hell yes.
Dress up for Red Lobster.
Hell yes.
They
You
weren't
had to wear-
playing.
I remember, that was back in the day with the patent leather Jordans.
Yes.
I had to wear a suit with some
Yes.
patent leather. And I told her to point to the lobster that she would
Yes.
like to have.
Yes.
That didn't mean she was gonna get it, but I said point. I said point to the lobster you would like to have.
Right.
Yo, Cheesecake Factory.
So,
Bro, are you kidding me? Like, man, that type of, but like I said before, that type of chick, I wouldn't even take the Burlington Coke Factory, let alone Cheesecake Factory.
Right.
Bro, you got me too. Listen, ladies, y'all messing this thing up. Y'all really messing this thing up between us. Y'all are making this shit harder than what it needs to be. Y'all are making it harder than what it needs to be.
Tired of this shit. Tired of this bull. It's been 7 years of the same shit. Tired of this shit.
What can you do now going
Shit, bruh. Men all over the world are tired of it. I know my worth. I know my worth. So do I. So do I.
again, that
You prove, this is the thing that
Yeah.
kills me. You prove your worth over time. You understand what I'm saying? You prove your worth over time. I don't know you. I do not know. Ladies, I understand having a high self-esteem. I truly, truly do. But some of the requirements that y'all have, only Jesus can meet them. And if you know like I know, when he comes back, he ain't gonna have time to take your ass to Applebee's for a 2 for $20. He got too much other stuff on his mind. Y'all better pick these carbon-based life forms out here who are doing the best they can with what they got. Cheesecake Factory. And the funny thing about it is this, B. We talked about this earlier. How often do you believe in a relationship y'all are going to a fancy restaurant in the duration of the relationship?
my answer, I said roughly, it is roughly 2 times a year,
2 times a year.
at least.
At least 2 times a year. We're talking about birthday, anniversary, and we'll throw in Valentine's Day.
Yeah, so roughly.
3 times a year out of 365 days. That's not even 10%. That's 1. 1%. For the majority of the time, your ass will be either eating McDonald's, Chick-fil-A, or y'all will be sharing a bowl of Captain Crunch while y'all are Netflixing, bruh.
Yep.
So somebody explain to me this thought process of having this extravagant first date, especially for a woman you don't even know if it's gonna last.
Right. And you're getting a free meal out of it.
You getting a free meal.
Yeah. So, like I said, when I initially saw the initial video of her and him, I could tell she wasn't fully interested in that guy. I could, because one,
She
you
could
had,
at least faked it.
Yeah.
Women been faking it for
right.
years.
So when you have him waiting outside your place for an hour so you can quote unquote get ready, and pretty much messed up his timing of everything, that's on you. And I really feels like I'm surprised he even wants to be sitting in on that video discussion.
Did I not just describe him looking like Aziz Ansari's cousin?
Yeah. So I
He
just
ain't have nowhere else to go.
right. So mind you, he's he got his 15 minutes of fame, and so did she. But in all honesty, it's like, look, it's a bad date that went very bad. I know.
But what made it a bad date though?
Her, just her.
So she's a bad date. Not
Yeah.
it was a
no,
bad
no,
date.
not it. It was her, because let's say this: if you and I went out with her, honestly, the whole vibe of everything would have been completely south, because she's late. She tried to out me for something that she did, and pretty much is like the whole and me trying to take her home, which hopefully he did.
Hopefully he took her home.
Because we don't know what happened.
Nigga,
after.
we would have never left her house. I would have left her house.
Yeah.
An hour.
Yeah.
An hour. 60 minutes.
Again, but here's
Nigga, that's 2 sitcoms back to back. Bitch, I literally sat here and Netflix Martin and the Fresh Prince while I waited for you to wear some shit.
with no response.
With
That's
no
it.
response.
But that's
while
the
I
thing
sat
had
up here and waited for
Yeah,
you
yes.
to put on something that you already wore before.
Right.
And then you got the audacity to get mad at me? Hit Jonathan Allen. Hit Jonathan Allen right now. Hit it.
I'm tired of this.
Oops, sorry. I had to cut that out. Let's try it again.
Tired of this.
What can you do now going forward to get it turned around?
Get our minds right and get ready to play Philadelphia.
And get ready to go and get another chick. That's all y'all gotta do.
I go, yeah.
That is, I'm telling you right now, that right there is the template for all men everywhere when dealing with these entitled women. That is the template. All you gotta do, remember what they have in school, fill in the blank? All you gotta do is cut out the last part where he talks about playing Philadelphia and put in whatever it is you need. That's all you gotta do. Man, what are you gonna do about your kids? Man, get my mind right and fucking kick them out the house. What you gonna do about your girlfriend? Man, get my mind right and kick her out the fucking house. What you gonna do about your dog? Get my mind right and kick that bitch out the fucking house. That's all you gotta do, man. The rest of that shit, Jonathan Allen has solved all rebuttals for all men everywhere. I'm telling you, bro. I'm telling you, that's gonna be our North Star right there. Every single thing. Every single thing he said. Because I don't understand it. For the life of me, I don't understand it. Where did this sense of entitlement come from? Where?
Well, again, her in her video, she said, it was how she was raised. And honestly, it's like, okay, let's if you brought her parents in that whole thing.
Parent. Because listen to me. I understand fathers tell their daughters that's my little princess.
Right.
But there is no father that's gonna sit up here and back his daughter up by turning down a free meal.
Right. And her trying to explain how courting is like, look, I don't know what.
You ain't never been courted. This is what's killing me. Courted. You ain't been courted. You couldn't be courted if somebody took you to a basketball game. You couldn't be courted if somebody took you to a tennis court or a basketball court. The closest
volleyball court.
Yeah, the closest thing to courting she knows is sitting in the back of the court while her boyfriend was like, "Will the defendant please rise?" I'm so sick and tired of women sitting out here acting like they know the real deal Holyfield and what a man is supposed to do and constantly end up with whack dudes. I was having this discussion with a young lady yesterday. I said, women to me are, and I'm sorry, but I'm going to go on my little pro-man tangent. I believe women are deceptive by nature. I believe men lie because women lie to themselves. Because no man is good at lying. We're really not. We're not. The greatest male liar of all time is Caitlyn Jenner. And look how committed he, she, it had to be to their lie. They had to cut off they like that's commitment. Other than that, ain't no man going that far. After a while, we be like, bitch, you got me. You got me. You're sitting up here trying to tell men what it is they need to do to impress you. And what's crazy about it is, if you knew what type of man you needed, you probably wouldn't even be in this position because you probably already have one. So to sit up here and constantly hear women constantly sit up here and give their rundown or their rendition of what a man is supposed to do, shouldn't you do that? That's like somebody who didn't make it through an interview telling you what you need to do to get the job. Nigga, they didn't call you back. They didn't. They didn't even call you in for a second interview. So how the hell you gonna tell me what it is I need to do to get the job, and you didn't even make it through the initial interview, and it was a group interview? Out of everybody in this room, they said, we know one thing, your ass ain't coming back. We'll bring back everybody else, but you, something about you. I just don't understand this stuff. I truly, truly don't. I truly, truly don't. And that's the reason why it kills me when I hear men sitting up here honestly taking advice from women on how to get women. That is, name one time in National Geographic they've ever sat here and questioned a gazelle on how not to get caught by a cheetah. They don't. They question Chester on how to catch this goddamn gazelle because he's the hunter. He's the hunter. Like, ladies, y'all got to help me. That's why I say we got to have some women on the show, because I really want to have this dialogue, because this sense of entitlement is insane to me. I'm not even gay. And if I'd go to Cheesecake Factory with somebody who invited me, you invite me, I'm dead serious. I'll sit there, cross my legs and everything while I eat my chicken Alfredo. And then as soon as I get back in the car, I'm manly as shit. Hey, put that DMX on. Dun, dun, dun. I'm serious. If somebody want to take me to cheese, man, I don't turn down no free meal, bruh. There's always something on that menu that I like. I purposely have a go-to meal on every menu. I purposely have a go-to meal. You said Burger King, right? Chicken fries, Chick-fil-A. Throw out a restaurant. I swear to God. Come on. Let's play it.
All right. Chick-fil-A.
Chicken tenders.
Okay. McDonald's.
Chicken nuggets.
And Cheesecake Factory.
Cheesecake. I'm telling you, I got a go-to on every menu just in case I go somewhere, she picks something that I don't like. I got a go-to meal on everything, bro. The equivalent of this woman turning down a free meal at Cheesecake Factory is like a man turning down sex because the woman ain't got on lingerie. The equivalent. Because I want you to think about how stupid this sounds, B. How could you imagine going to your boys and they like, yo, how was it? And you look at her and be like, do you understand the audacity of this bitch not to have on negligee? Yeah, I'm up in this house and she got the audacity to be butt naked. No lace, no satin. Niggas would be like, yo, if you don't want her, send her over here. Like, come on, man. That is the equivalent of what just happened. You could go to TD Jakes and tell him something like that. TD Jakes would be like, woman, thou art lucid. Like, you know what I'm saying? TD Jakes would look at a dude who turned down a woman not because it's biblically right, but you turned her down because she ain't have on lingerie, even TD Jakes would look at you and pray that demon out of you. TD Jakes would get holy oil, Crisco, and vegetable oil, put that shit in a bowl, and pour that joint on you and be like, God, get this stupid demon out of him. Come on, man. Yo, y'all be bugging, dog. Y'all be bugging. What's the most expensive place you've ever taken a girl on a first date? First date is the operative word. Or what is the cash cap for a first date?
Cash cap wise, I would say roughly 100. I would stop at 100.
As in a C note?
Yeah.
Bro, you can $100? $100? Ask me that question. Ask me that question.
Okay. What is your cap for taking a woman out?
Lower than $100 damn. Listen, man. Listen to me. Y'all can say whatever you want to. I'm not paying more for a woman than I do Jesus. I give God. I'm not, man. Because with one person, they gonna save my soul. The next person, I'm gonna probably lose it. I am not paying more money to you than I will the Lord. It's not happening. If God is only gonna charge me 10%, shorty, you get 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. But you not getting, nah, man.
Mind you, you're eating too. So roughly it's, again, it's the 50-50 total.
Shit. Let's go ahead and wrap this thing up. Hey, listen. Hell no. Conversations with comedians on Beltway Radio and beyond. Man, bringing comedy to the conversation. As always, I'm your host, Mr. Perspective, Doug Bennett. For my engineer, Be Easy. We love y'all, and we are out. We'll be back next week. Peace.
I'm tired of this. Tired of this bull. It's been 7 years of the same. Tired of this.
What can you do now going